I was trying to think of the worst trades of my lifetime. And Herschel Walker always gets mentioned first, right? Minnesota gave all this stuff to Dallas. And it was really the wrinkle of the trade where if they just waived all these players, they got all these extra picks. But fundamentally, when that trade happened, people were like, holy shit, the Vikings got Herschel Walker. They gave up a lot, but Herschel Walker's awesome. Like in the moment, it was not crazy. The worst trade in the history of the NBA, it wasn't even the Nets' fault, but the ABA-NBA merger happens. They have to pay this big premium to join the NBA, and they basically don't have money. So their choice is like, we can join the NBA, but we're going to have to sell Dr. J. And they sell him to the 76ers for $3 million to basically, because they had to, because that was the way to keep the franchise alive, because NBA teams didn't make money back then. But fundamentally, just selling Dr. J as you're entering the NBA, when he's in the prime of his career, there's no worse trade than that. The Broncos trade for John Elway, who is like the best quarterback prospect of the 80s. Doesn't want to play for Indianapolis, rightly so. So they trade him for a quarterback named Mark Herman, Chris Hinton, who was one of the best left tackles in the league, and a 1984 first, and that's it. And they get John Elway for 2 decades, basically. Seaver to the Reds we mentioned, which had a lot of the same DNA, the Luka trade, where it's like you're just trading somebody that your entire fan base loved, and in Seaver's case, won titles with. Won the 69 title with, made the 73 World Series with. Most beloved Met ever, they traded him. The Deshaun Watson trade was really bad, and I think we knew it was bad when it happened. Then they guaranteed his contract. They gave up all these picks. And the off-the-field stuff, which had already happened. So that's actually the worst NFL trade. Then the Pierce Garnett trade to the Nets. The most famous NBA one for years was that Parrish-McHale trade. It was Joe Barry-Carroll. The number 13th pick was Ricky Brown. It was semi-defensible. This Luka one is the first one that, even as it happened, was hard to defend. I don't know if it's the worst trade ever, but it'll be mentioned forever